Hey guys, it's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk to you about kind of like what I've learned during my zero waste journey. I started trying to go zero waste, or at least lower waste, about a year ago. And it's been really rewarding. I've learned a lot. I feel that I've, hopefully made a difference with, the amount of trash that we throw away. I haven't even been, close to perfect or anything like that, but any little bit really helps, a massive amount actually, with helping with the environment and reducing the amount of plastic that we use. So as a family of four, we've gone from about 2 to 3 bags of trash, per week down to one. And I would really like to go even lower than that, maybe down to one every other week. But right now we're at one, and that's a massive change from where we were about a year ago. I've switched to bar shampoo and conditioner. I make my own toothpaste, my own all-purpose cleaner. I make my own hand soap. We use cloth napkins now, and I try to use rags instead of paper towels. I bring my own reusable grocery bags to the store and produce bags instead of using the plastic ones that they have there. And if I forget to bring my own grocery bags, which isn't very often, but I have forgotten, I always ask for paper, and then of course I recycle that paper bag when I get home. I've been purchasing makeup from companies that use eco-friendly or low-waste or compostable packaging. I bought this really cool wooden compostable plastic-free toilet brush, which was a little expensive compared to the plastic ones, but I think this will last a long time, so I was okay with it. And I even use this brand of laundry detergent. It comes in these little dissolvable pods, and it comes in cardboard, not plastic. So I really love that. So I've changed a lot of things, but I still buy a few things in plastic, such as frozen vegetables sometimes. I usually buy fresh vegetables, but I do buy frozen fruit, like berries, to put in smoothies. But during the summer, I grow my own raspberries. I've got a huge raspberry patch, which I love. So I use that, and this year I want to go to a farm and try to get, blueberries, a bunch, and blackberries and strawberries, and freeze them so that I don't have to keep buying them in plastic all year. I tried to do this last summer, but I did it at the wrong time. Like, you have to go at certain times of the summer when they have, their full crop. Some foods I still buy in plastic are certain types of pasta, because we eat gluten-free, so I can't really buy that in bulk because then it'll get contaminated. And then of course I still do buy Lair bars and stuff like that, because I do try to make it myself, but let's be honest, it's really a lot of work to make your own Lair bars. So basically what I wanted to go over in this video is, does zero waste save time and money? Now, what I've found is that it definitely saves money, but it doesn't save me time. It actually costs me time. A lot of people doing zero waste claims, that it simplifies their life, makes it easier. Yes, in certain situations, but I've found that it doesn't complicate my life. It's just, there's more that you have to do, like you have to wash the cloth napkins when you get them home, or when after you use them. You have to wash the produce bags when you get them home from the grocery store. So you're kind of washing things out. Like if you bring a glass jar to a smoothie bar or something like that, you have to wash it when you get home instead of just throwing it away, which it's good for the environment. I don't mind doing it, but it does cost time instead of saving it. Making your own toothpaste and hand soap and all-purpose cleaner isn't hard, and I don't mind doing it at all, but it does take some time instead of just buying it from the store and using it. Making my own almond milk is great. I don't use any plastic because I buy the almonds in bulk, and then there's nothing to throw away. But it does take some time. It doesn't take a lot of time, but it does take some time. I think a lot of people are wasting their money though when they're buying all these fancy, zero waste products like bamboo utensils that you can take to the restaurant with you, which is great, but just bring some utensils from your home and put it in a little, wrapped up napkin or something like that. you don't have to go out and buy like a $20-$30 little utensil kit. That's expensive and you don't need it. It's not really wasteful, but it's, you're wasting your money. So just bring some utensils from home. Keep it in your purse. That's what I do. And, things like metal straws or glass straws, are great for the environment, but I don't use straws. I don't need them. Some people do, and that's fine. And some people like to use them, but I don't use straws and I don't need them. So I don't need to purchase them because they're kind of expensive. People also throw a bunch of old like Tupperware plastic containers out and replace them with all new glass ones, which is fine if you want to do that, but there's no need to throw away perfectly good, containers. You can give them to Goodwill if you want, but that wastes money because then you got to go buy expensive glass containers. And I did this a long time ago anyway. I do have some plastic containers that I don't like to store food in plastic, but if I do, I line it with a little hand towel or something like that and put the berries or whatever I'm putting in here like that so that it doesn't touch the plastic. So I have some containers that are like 25 years old and they're still good. So there's no need to just throw stuff like this away when it's perfectly usable. What has really saved me time is getting rid of all my clutter and all of the little kitchen tools that I don't use. Years ago, I was a kitchen gadget junkie. When I saw those like infomercials for kitchen gadgets, I had to have it. They were so cool. I just loved every little kitchen gadget. Then I started realizing I don't use this. It's not necessary. For example, like a garlic clove, thing to get off the garlic skins. Like all you gotta do is whack the garlic clove with a knife and you can just peel the garlic right off like that. Like you don't need a special tool, to get garlic skins off. It's not necessary. So, little kitchen gadgets I gave away to Goodwill because I just don't need them and I've stopped buying them just to simplify my life that way. What really saves people time and for me is to keep things organized. I love organization. I love, minimalism, but I tend to collect just crap everywhere. I'm constantly yelling, there's crap everywhere and I can't take it anymore. And it's, junk mail, it's just stuff, just stuff that's just collects. And so if you have that rule where you touch it once and then you get rid of it because that's what ends up happening is things just collect in these different spots in your home and then it makes you feel crazy. One of my pet peeves is putting something somewhere and then I go back and it's not there. I absolutely go crazy when this happens. I start throwing things all over the place and I start yelling and getting really mad because if I put something somewhere and I know I put it there, either somebody moved it or I forgot that I actually put it somewhere else or I moved it myself, drives me crazy. So the less stuff you have, the better, of course. You'll be able to find things a lot easier if you keep an organized home. Now, my kids and my husband are hoarders, in my opinion. Not as bad as, those hoarding shows, which I love to watch, by the way. But, you can't even see like the floor in my son's room. It's just, they just don't want to get rid of their baby toys and their toys when they were little. They're both teenagers. So it's like, come on, let's get rid of this stuff. But they just want to hold on to it. So a lot of it's in the basement. The basement's driving me crazy. It's just full of stuff we don't need. And I'm trying to teach them, if you're not using it, some other child could play with this toy. So there's no point in leaving it in your home just to collect dust. Anyway, zero waste is a great way to save money and the environment, but it's not so great for saving time. Certain things maybe, but saving time is just not one of the, benefits of zero waste. And so when people tell you, hey, this simplifies your life, it doesn't. Don't believe them. It doesn't. You do have to do a little bit more work. So for those of you who work and just don't have a lot of time to, implement these zero waste habits into your life, I would say just at least do these three things. Bring your own grocery bags and produce bags to the grocery store. When I'm in line and I see the people in front of me, they have like 10 bags, plastic bags full of food, that it's all in plastic. Oh my God, it just drives me crazy. So all those plastic bags can be saved if you just bring your own grocery bags. That's really an easy way of, saving the environment. It doesn't take really any time. So don't buy water in plastic bottles. There's just no reason. It completely wastes plastic, obviously. And the other thing is that it's extremely expensive. Who doesn't want to save money? Like, just buy a filter and use your tap water. RO filters are the best. In time they'll save you money, but if you can't afford that, just get the, pitcher, which is actually pretty cheap, and you can just filter your water that way. Just don't buy water in plastic bottles. It's wasteful. So just doing these few things can actually make a humongous impact on the environment, and some of it can save you money. You don't have to be perfect in zero waste to make a difference. There's no need to feel guilty if you, buy something in plastic. Just be more aware of what you're buying and try to reduce where you can. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos. And visit me at my website. It's nicolesnaturals.blog, and we'll see you next time.